Hello and welcome to another Raggy's beer review. So today we're going back over to the Unstanton area, North Norfolk to be honest, and it's over to the Barsham Brewery for their Pilgrims Pale Ale. Did actually have this on cask at the brewery, and it's called a Walsingham Pale Ale, below 4% ABV. There's some writing. Let me just get my phone out and put the torch on so I can bloody read it. So a classic English pale ale, balanced beautifully with malt and hops. Gentle sweet malt leads you on to some citrus hops. It is a moorish beer. The bitterness lingers on the tongue, tempting you to have more. Brewed in collaboration with the Walsingham Shrine to celebrate over 1,000 years of pilgrimage to Walsingham. 4.1% it says there. Where did that read? 4.0%. Oh, so on the front it says 4.0, on the back it says 4.1. Look at that there, 4.0, yeah. And on the back, yeah. So yeah, it's one of them. I'll assume it's actually 4.0, and the back is is a typo. Is what it is. Citrusy nose. Oh, there we go. Got to be honest, tasted bang on cask. In the tap room on our travels to Unstanton, which was 2.5 to 3 hours away. Tomorrow 4.5 hours, 4.25 to 4.5 hours. Ouch, it's a long bloody drive. So you'd class that as pale gold, blonde, pour, with a white head. Nice bit of carbonation going off on the nose. Yeah, a citrusy nose. Cheers. Oh. Oh. So, off out on our jollies for the weekend. So, should be a good weekend, hopefully. Four-hour trip down there, but we're all going to stop halfway anyway. Be nice if we can rattle a brewery in on the way, you know, a brewery shop. Always a good idea. I think so anyway. Can't be done with motorways anyway. Can't be done with roads and daft drivers, because you do get some right royal idiots on roads. But we're not in a rush, so we'll drive down nice and steady. Stick to the speed limit as you do. Get halfway down, get to a McDonald's or somewhere, have a nice breakfast, have a brekkie, and then drive the other half and hopefully miss the worst of the traffic. And then have a bit of a tour around the Bognor Regis area. Have a look for shops and stuff like that. See what's crack-a-lacking. That's what I like about our tours around the country. We went over to Unstanton. I'd already earmarked Barsham Brewery, and I'd already earmarked Duration Brewing. Not a lot in that neck of the woods, to be fair. But we were kind of, you know, because of others with us, we were kind of limited to where we could go. However, this weekend we've got nobody with us, so we can go where we flipping like. And make sure I take possibly a laptop with me, get some gaming on. Because I'm not one for falling asleep early anyway. Yeah, looking forward to it. Shame our friends aren't going, so that's the killer. Not that we'd see them very much, but the hour or two a day you do see them, it's just, you know, it makes for something different. And yeah. But like everything, you know, you go anywhere, you know, you do your thing. I mean, we've been all over the world, so without friends, and we've always done our thing. So yeah. Sometimes when you look back at life, you know, where have you been? What have you done? You think, yeah, I've done a lot. I mean, but have you? You know. I mean, we've been now all over Britain. We've been to Ireland, Northern Ireland and Ireland. We've been to France. We've been to Spain. We've been to Menorca. We've been to America many times. Been to Spain many times. Canary Islands. So, you know, you think to yourself sometimes, you look back and you say, what have we done? And then I also look back and think, what have I done as a worker? And as a worker, you know, I worked as a ranger. I worked at the City Council, Nottingham City Council. We won on top floor, European in Bloom, Britain in Bloom, multiple times, East Midlands in Bloom, flipping out 18 times. RHS Excellence in Horticulture. And I made a difference in it since then in every job I've been in. 5 years in retail. And yeah, I still kind of fancy getting into the brewery world. And what brewery would take me on? If I've reviewed their beer and I've said anything negative, they're not going to take me on. Plus a brewery that's near as well, because I'm not trekking. It's tasting well, it's going down well. It tastes like anything between a 4% and a 4.1% to me. And I had to just get that in. Oh dear. No. There's somebody with a sense of humour, isn't there? You know, there's nothing worse than not having a sense of humour. I kind of work with two people. And, well, work being, yeah, some sort of word. Yeah, they put in a good 2 hours out of an 8-hour shift. I give them that. No sense of humour at all. Yeah, God knows what they're like at home. Jesus Christ. Yeah, but anyway, cheers everyone from Raggy's Beer Reviews. It's tasting nice, lovely citrusy beer. Gotta say, loved our visit to their tap room. The young girl that served us was bang on. Lovely tap room. I bet this time of the year it's rammed. This is a bit in the countryside, mind, on what would be a farm area. But you know, for farms these days, it's what brings pennies in. farmer mate up next door and say, you ever thought about having your own tap room? Because you're not far out of the way from anywhere. Easiest to get to. Brewing the beer. And they've got the money to do these things. And it's only a case of getting somebody who's a brewer to come and work with them and to set it all up. It won't be hard. Won't be hard at all. So, really enjoyable. Easy drinking pale ale. Citrusy, hoppy, yeah, just really ticks the boxes on a warm, sunny day. Out of 5. So, would I drink it again? Yes, and I already have actually, funnily enough. Out of 5 for me, a good 4.2 out of 5. And Barsham Brewery. Cheers, Mr. Barsham Brewery. And we'll see you soon. Cheers.